Okay, there's two different like personas that like a female porn star sex worker can take on, which is basically like, I don't give a f-, like I'll let almost anyone f-, and I feel like this is kind of, I've heard you say stuff like this, is like I like just f- new people. And then like there's other porn star chicks where the persona is more like I'm only f- high value men, and you see this where it's like on one side you have girls that are doing f- a fan contests and basically lying on their social media, acting as if like, oh, I went to the club and I brought home 5 guys and these random dudes. And then you have other girls that their brand is strictly like, I f- these high value BBC dudes.
Okay, but my theory is I'm somewhere in the middle here. Like, my theory is that like a female brain typically has like 2 brains. One is the horny brain, like the thing that's like the equivalent to what men have. And then you have like the lady brain, which is being like, hey, no, honey, don't do that. Is he high value enough? You know, it's the thing that makes you not want to get pregnant with a horrible man's baby. You know, people without lady brain died out. So you have these 2 brains. And then like some people have like different strengths of each one. And I think I have like quite a high lady brain. The part of my brain that like tries to filter who I have sex with is very strong. I just am like unusually good at developing unusual scenarios that get around my lady brain.
Okay.
Like I probably wouldn't have casual sex with most people, but if I structure some sort of world, for example, a default consent orgy where everybody who arrives wears wristbands that indicate default consent, or like a CNC orgy, so I run a series of these, and these are really effective for me having sex with a lot of people. But I have to have this elaborate structure. Or like escorting is great for me because if somebody's paying me sufficient money, it's like bribing my lady brain to like go away and sit down. It's like, we have like sufficiently made this man jump through some sort of abstract hoop.
But so you're escorting and like some 400-pound micro penis dude shows up.
Yeah, I don't mind.
You actually don't mind? You're not like when I see this dude, now I'm going to picture the female version of this. I feel repulsed looking at them.
Yeah, I don't think I have that.
At all?
Like,
there's no man that you could be repulsed by his naked body.
No, but I also have a weird thing where I have like a disgust fetish for gross men, but it's a little bit separate. But definitely a lot of my fantasies involve like a horrific, like disgusting guy, you know, like having sex with me against my will. I think it's very hot.
Whoa, really?
So it does help. But also I don't actually experience disgust. Most of the unpleasant clients I have sex with are not unpleasant or don't actually disgust me enough to trigger that fetish. I don't know. It's just a person.
Do you think your Overton window of like who you're willing to be attracted to is just pretty big?
Yeah. Well, I don't have to be attracted to clients to have sex with them. I like most of them.
A lot of male porn stars I've heard say the same thing, which is basically like, I can always find something to be attracted to. Whether it's like, you know, when you're bent over and your ass has like spread out enough that you can't see the cellulite
only
ripples.
A hole now.
It's like the smoothness of the skin, or like she has pretty eyes, or you know, her breast implants feel good when you squeeze them. That'll let me power through this.
This is probably different for men than women, right? Because like as a guy, you have to have a hard on.
Yeah. Imagine summoning a fucking hard on when you're not attracted at all to the person.
Way harder to have sex as an escort if I had to have a hard penis.
I don't know the true extent of it, but for sure a lot of dudes are shooting up their dicks. This is what I hear.
Now, are you talking injection or just like taking Viagra?
No, I'm talking there's like this weird thing. I forget what it's called, but you like prick your dick with it and it'll make you have like a rock hard
Yeah, I did have
erection.
one client, very old, and he had like prostate cancer or something, so he had to use that. Yeah.
Yeah, like one day last year I interviewed a male porn star who was telling me all about it, and then I interviewed like a 65-year-old bank robber who told me he used it. And it's like it's intended for the 65-year-old dude who can't get hard without it, but then male porn stars are doing it because it makes their job extremely easy in comparison. But I feel like if you do it a lot, you're gonna like basically like burn out your own ability to get hard on your own, right? And dudes say that about Viagra and shit too. When you take a lot of it, it just becomes difficult to get hard without it.
Huh, I didn't know this was the case. It was good to know.
I know dudes who carry Viagra around at all times because there's no chance of them getting hard without it. I only ever took it once. Not even Viagra, some other random version.
Cialis or something?
It wasn't. It was a different brand name. It was just like a sponsor we had or whatever. I only took it one time. It's shit fucking crazy. Like nuts. Like my dick was so hard for like 24 hours.
You look like you've seen war.
that's how I felt off that dick pill. And after I shot the scene with the dick, it was because I had to shoot 2 plug talk scenes in a day. And the second one, I wasn't feeling like my dick was going to be, like, I felt like I could probably get through it, but I felt like, let me just take this pill that will make me a monster. And then I had to do like a 3-hour interview with a rapper named FBG Buddha after that.
Can you say that name again?
FBG Buddha.
Okay.
He's from like a crew called FBG, and then his name is Buddha.
Okay.
Anyway, I had to do a 3-hour interview with him while the fucking pill was still just coursing through my veins.
Did he notice? Did you tell him? Did you show it to him?
I think I didn't tell him until after.
Okay.
No, he's not the kind of guy you'd want to show your to.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He might, just kidding, Buddha.